Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about very important part, that is event management or events in React.js. So how you are going to manage event in React.js. So any component that we create, it should be functional, it should be interactional. So user must be able to interact with the component. So in order to make it interactive, we have different types of event that are triggered. So if you talk about a button, we have on click, on mouse over, on mouse in, on mouse out. Similarly, for text boxes, we have different types of events, key in, key press. So all these events make a particular component interactive. And interactive is the major thing through which a user can use the component. So we'll be discussing how event management is done in React.js. So let us start the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button to get important updates whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel. So we'll start discussing about events. So I'll be showing you how you can create an event and how event works in both class based and function based components. So first of all, we'll discuss about functional based component. So I have app.js. So what I'll be doing, I will be removing the earlier example. So I have removed this. In component, I will create a new function based component greet.js. Now import the React. It is a simple function based component. So function based component are very, very simple from React. So you can also create, since we are dealing with events, so I will be creating function, simple function, and my event, and this simply returns, for right now, just for checking, there will be one div in JSX and it will be h2 welcome to React tutorial. So this is simple event and this is a function based event, simple JavaScript function. So you have created a function and it will return. So since we have to use this component, we have to export. So we will export default and then name of the class, that is my event. So this is all that is needed to be done for creating an event. Now I'll go to the app.js. I will import this newly created my event from, since it is created in components, and then it is name is greet. No need to put this .js. Now you can see it, once you implement anything, it shows the errors and warnings. So it says that you have used this, you have imported this but not used. So I will be using here. So I will be writing this component just like any XML component, greet. So new, so it is my event. So my event, and this is, now it is compiled successfully. Whatever message that I have put, that should show below this particular text. So I will just see what it displays. So welcome to React tutorial. So my component is ready. Now in order to make it interactive, in the main functional component, I need to add some button so that whenever a user create on any button, it should change the name or something. So what I can do, I can just put a button below this. So it will be button and it will be show alert. Now I'll see if it is showing. So you can see now we have this greet component and then we have button. Once I click on the button, nothing is happening. So here we are going to make this particular component interactive. So again, I will put on click. So we have to remember that this is a functional component. So for functional component, we don't use this keyword. So this will be simple and it will be the name of the component. Suppose I want to put it show alert, so no need to put the parenthesis. So it is show alert is there. Now there is an error because show alert is not defined. So in JavaScript you can easily define a function within a function. So I'll write function show alert. So this is my function and now it will put alert event handling process. So again, this semicolon is optional. So if you want, you can make. Otherwise, leave it. So this is alert event handling. Now we will check what is happening here. So it is already compiled and it is the result displayed. I will click on show alert, and you can see that now it is functional. So this is basically how you can create a functional based component and make the event handling. Again, on mouse over you can also use. So on mouse over, so there are all types of component, you can use any of the component. So on mouse enter, so you can just save it, and once you will put this mouse enter, you can see this is being changing. So all the different types of interaction you can do. Again, there are number of other options also, like on mouse leave, on mouse move capture, on mouse out. So you can also use on mouse out. So you can try all the different options. So in order to make it interactive, you can use this. So this is the way. So in this case, you just need the curly braces in the JSX. I am talking about JSX because this is JavaScript XML. So you can call this using simple name of the handler. The way you are going to create the function, it is always same. The only thing is, like, you can just call this by the name of this. The same thing we can implement in class base. So suppose I want to place a class based component. It's very simple. I will create a new file, again greet1.js. So it will be a class based component. I will open this greet1.js file, again import React and component. These are the two things that we always import. From React, simple create the class, then class name will be my events, and it will always extends the base class component. Then we have if you just want to show the alert message, so the no need for going for constructor, you just use the render, and after render you just return simply what we do in our function, and we will be returning h3 new class based component. Here we will be putting a button, and then again same thing on click. Now in this case, what we need to do, we need to use this keyword, this dot handle event, and now I'll be creating this handle event method. So handle event, this is a function, and I will be putting alert. So in this case we are not passing any this, so no need to use this. So my event testing. So we have created this. The final step is we just need to export default, and this is my events. So we are all done. We just need to save it. So we have saved it. Now the final thing is we just need to call this. So in order to call, I'll be writing my events, and this is greet1. So I will call greet1. So we have successfully imported. Now we just need to use this my events. So my events function is called here, and so you can see this is my event, and we just need to call this. So since we have multiple items, so the main rule is like whenever you have multiple items, they should be inserted into one single view, because this class they cannot return more than one view. So this is one view, so in one div you will be returning these two. Now we will go to app.js, and now we will see, so we have this button created, but there is no text. So in order to create the text, we just need to write here please click, and you can see now the button has the text. Now once you click, you can see the interaction. So similarly, what we do in functional, we can put in our class. Important thing is whenever you are going to return more than one value, you should put in one common div. So this is all about how you can do all different types of event handling. So for event handling, simple, you have to call the name. In functional, you have to call the name without this. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.